Good morning, students. Okay, today we are talking about the topics of chemistry in everyday life. Chemistry in everyday life. Okay, first of all, chemicals in medicine. Chemicals in medicine. Chemicals in medicine. So we know that medicines all are made from chemicals only. Okay, those are the chemicals how we can use in these all are things we have discussed with these lessons. First of all, what is that? What is that the medicines? Drugs. You know the drug. Drug means what is it? Drug means it's all are chemicals only. Drug is all are chemicals. Drug means all are chemicals only. The molecular mass 100 to 500. 100 to 500 units. Molecular masses are 100 to 500 units. Which are in fact the macromolecular. Which are in fact that 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 macromolecular. Okay. Target to produce a biological response. Target to produce biological response. Biological response is called a medicine. It's called a medicine. Okay. Now, what is mean by medicine? Medicine is nothing but a drug chemicals. The molecular mass 100 to 500, which are interact the macromolecular target to produce biological response. It's called a medicine. Okay. What are the medicines we are using? The drugs mainly classified the criteria outlined follows. What are the outline the criteria produces? First, on the basis of drugs, on the basis of pharmacological effect. and the basis of pharmacological effect. Pharmacological effect first. Pharmacological effect. It provides whole range. It provides whole range of drugs. It provides whole range of drugs available for treatment of available for treatment of particular type of problem. Particular type of problem. Example, analgesics. Example, analgesics. Analgesics have painkiller effect. Have painkiller effect. Antiseptic. Kill or stop growth of will arrest growth of microorganisms. 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 Okay. This. On the basis of pharmacological effect, first of all, drug we have classified. On the basis of pharmacological effect, it provides the whole range of drugs available for the treatment of particular type of your problems. It's an example, analgesics have a painkiller only. Antiseptic, it's a kill or arrest of growth of microorganisms. This is called as a pharmacological effect. So second, we have the basis like. How we can basis like? That is on the basis of drug action. On the basis of drug action, again, on the basis of drug action, how we can find it? It is based on the action of drug. It is based on action of drug. It is based on action of drug on the particular biochemical process. The particular biochemical process. Antimicrobials, neurologically active drugs. Neurologically active drugs. Etc. Etc. On the basis of drug action, it is based on the action of drug and the particular biochemical process. Antimicrobials, neurologically active drugs. Etc. Okay. So the next second, on the basis of chemical structure. Again, we have classified on the basis of chemical structure also. The basis of chemical structure. On the basis of chemical structure, Drugs are classified basically as their interaction with biomolecules. Drugs are classified on the basis of their interaction with biomolecules. Interaction with biomolecules. What are the biomolecules are there such as carbohydrates, proteins, carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, etc. Okay. Okay, now what are the types we have classified? It's a different types. First one, what type? On the basis of pharmacological effect. On the basis of pharmacological effect, it provides the whole range of drugs available for treatment of particular type of problems. Example analysis, painkiller effect, antiseptic, killer arrest of growth microorganisms are other. Second one, on the basis of drug action. And the basis of drug action is based on action of the drug and the particular biochemical process, antimicrobials, neurologically active, etc. The next one, on the basis of on the basis of chemical structure. Drugs are classified on the basis of their interaction with biomolecules such as carbohydrate, proteins, lipids, etc. Okay. Next, another. Drugs which can block or bind in the site of enzymes. Drugs which can block or binding site of the enzyme. And prevent binding of substrate binding of substrate or can inhibit the catalytic activity. The catalytic activity of the enzyme are called enzyme inhibitors. Are called enzyme inhibitors. Are called enzyme inhibitors. Okay, it's nothing but drugs which block or binding site enzymes and prevent the binding of substrate or can inhibit the catalytic activity of the enzyme are called as enzyme inhibitors. Okay, the next one. Drugs which can complete the natural substrate. Drugs which can complete the natural substrate for the attachment and the active site of enzymes are called as competitive inhibitors. Okay, if there any one active site is there, this is that activity site of enzyme. If we have given to that drugs, the drug go to attach here. What happens? It can block or bind it. is completely black. Black dot mainly. So this is called a enzyme inhibitors. We have the enzyme will not functioning. We have black dot functioning of the enzyme. That is called that drugs. Okay. Now different classes drugs. This is for the basis. If in case it is like a microorganism, this is what is that active site. When the arrest that active site, how we can arrest the active site? By using a drug. That is called a medicine. Antibiotics. Okay, this likes everything. Okay, this is for that functioning of the medicine. Next, different classes of drugs. Different classes of drugs. Different classes of drugs. Different classes of drugs. What are the classes of drugs? First one, antacid. Antacids. Antacids. What is meant by an antacid? Treatment for acidity. Was administration of antacid. Treatment for acidity. Treatment for acidity. Okay, next. Antacid rise. Second, it is a first function. Second function. Antacid rise. Antacid rise. pH. Antacid rise the pH of stomach. Some appropriate level. Some appropriate level. Treatment for acidity was administration of antacid. Antacid raise the pH of stomach some appropriate level. Okay, the next. What are the antacid we are using? First one, sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. We are using is here sodium hydrogen carbonate. A mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide, etc. Also, and mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide. A mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide, etc. We are using the antacids. What is the functioning of antacid? Antacid increases the pH of the stomach. Sorry, pH of stomach. Treatment for acidity was administration of antacid. Antacid raises the pH of stomach some appropriate level. Okay. So now the sodium hydrogen carbonate also we are using the mixture of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide, etc. We are using as here antacids. Okay. Now, next, antihistamines. 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 Antihistamines are analgesic, anti-allergic drugs. Antihistamines, antihistamines are anti-allergic, anti-allergic drugs are used as treatment for allergies. Treatment for allergies. Okay. Antihistamine or anti-allergic drugs are used as a treatment for allergy. Allergy are caused by an excessive response for the body to allergens. Excessive response. Okay, that is allergics. Allergies. Allergies is nothing but are caused by excessive response of the body. Excessive response of the body to allergens. Antihistamines or anti-allergic drugs are used in the treatment for allergies. Allergies are caused by excessive response of the body to allergens. Okay, the next, excessive secretion of histamines. Excessive secretion of histamines excessive secretion of histamines, a chemical secreted a chemical secret by most cell in body. By most cells in body. Example, diphenylhydrazine. Example, diphenylhydrazine, 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 chloraphenamine, 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 and then promethazine, 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 etc. Some synthetic drugs also, dibromophenamine and terfenadine, also antihistamines. Okay, some synthetic drugs. We are using some synthetic drugs also. What are the drugs? The synthetic drugs, one is here bromopyramide. 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 That is name we also call a dimethyl. 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 Bromopyramide. Bromopyramide is also called a dimethyl. Dimethyl. Another one antihistamine is also there. Then another one antihistamine is sorry. Synthetic antihistamine is a Seldane. Seldane means terfenadine. 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 Terfenadine is also called as a Seldane. Seldane. It's also called as a Seldane. Histamine. Also stimulate there. Histamine. Histamine. Also stimulate secretion of histamine also stimulates secretion of gastric juice. Gastric juice in stomach. Gastric juice in stomach. But antihistamines do not affect this. Do not affect. Do not affect. Do not affect. And effect do not affect. Also anti-allergic also do not affect. Antihistamines also do not affect. Anti-allergic also do not affect. This antacid also do not affect. These all are here. So that's it. Okay. It's a very simple one. Now again one more time I will tell you. First of all, drugs. Different classes of drugs. First one is antacid. Antacid treatment for acidity was administration antacids. Next one is here histamine, antihistamine. Antihistamine of anti-allergic drugs are used as a treatment for allergies. Okay, the cells are different types. Excessive secretion of histamines. They are chemical secreted by most cells and body. Example: diphenylhydrazine, chlorpheniramine, bromomethazine. Some synthetic drugs also bromophenazine, dimethyl, and also another one is here terfenadine, Seldane. Histamine also stimulate the secretion of gastric juice in stomach, but antihistamines do not affect that. Okay, the next another one neurologically active drugs. Neurologically active drugs. The neurologically active drugs. What are the neurologically active drugs? Are the first one is here tranquilities. 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 The tranquilities. It is the class of chemicals. It is used to stress free. It's a class of chemicals. It is used to stress free. It is a class of chemical compounds. a class of chemical compounds used for the treatment of stress, mild and severe mental disease. Mental disease. Tranquilizers. It is used the class of chemical compounds used for the treatment of stress, mild and severe mental disease. It is using tranquilizers. Okay. This is also it is here. Basically, this alloy is called here in the commonly this tranquilizer is called as here commonly psychotic drugs. Commonly called as psychotherapeutic drugs. Psychotherapeutic drugs. It is commonly called as a psychotherapeutic drug. Okay. How many types are there? It is that first one, antidepressant drug. Psychotherapeutic drug is also called as a three types. One is a antidepressant drug. Antidepressant drug. Antidepressant drug. One is here monoxide. 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 Another one is here phenazine. Phenazine. That is used to reduce depressing. Is to reducing depressing. Reducing depressing. Reducing depressing. Okay, next another drug. Chlorodiazepoxide and nebromoport. Second types. Hypertension and depression. Controlling. Second type. Controlling hypertension. Controlling hypertension and depression. Second type. Depression. Controlling hypertension and depression. This is called as a chlorodiazepoxide. Chlorodiazepoxide and mebromate. And mebromate are relative mild tranquilizers suitable for relieve tension. These all are used as a relieving tension. These drugs are used as a relieving tension. Here, small tranquilizers. It is a little bit of tranquilizers. Tranquilizers is a small amount tranquilizers. Okay, next. Non-hypnotic drugs. Third one is that non-hypnotic drugs. The non-hypnotic drugs, these one is that barbiturates, luminol, veronal. These all are here hypnotic drugs. And the non-hypnotic drugs are valinum and serotonin, and valinum. These both are still non-hypnotic drugs. We know that hypnotics. That's a hypnotic drug. See, hypnotic drug is also there. What are the hypnotic drugs? One is here barbiturates, barbiturates, barbiturate, barbiturates, and then second all, and luminol, veronal. These all are is here hypnotic drugs. Hypnotic. These all are is here hypnotic drugs. These both are is here non-hypnotic drugs. These also we are used as here tranquilizers. These also we are used as here tranquilizers. Next, the tranquilizer here one is that reserpine. We know that reserpine. We are know that reserpine. Reserpine is also tranquilizers. These tranquilizers we are getting from Indian plant Rafflesia serpentina. Rafflesia serpentina. Rafflesia serpentina. Rafflesia serpentina. That is called a drugs for reserpine. Okay, now that another one. Analgesics. Analgesics. Analgesics are two types. One is a narcotic, another one is a non-narcotic. It's a two types. One is a non-narcotic. One is a analgesics is a two types. Non-narcotic. Non-narcotic. What are the non-narcotic is there? Narcotic means addict. So non-narcotic means non-addict. Non-addict. Okay. What are the non-narcotics we are using? We are using it is relieve abolish pain. These are classified. This analgesics means it is the abolish pains only. It is here two types. One is a non-narcotic, that means non-addict. As an example, analgesics are example aspirin, paracetamol, paracetamol, aspirin, and paracetamol. Aspirin and paracetamol. These are the analgesics. Aspirin, we know that acetyl salicylic acid. Aspirin is called as acetyl salicylic acid. Paracetamol is called N-acetyl para-aminophenol. N-acetyl. Aspirin is acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid is aspirin. Paracetamol, N-acetyl PM paraminophenol, N-acetyl para-aminophenol. Para-aminophenol. This is the paracetamol. Okay, that's the aspirin we are using it here. Aspirin inhibits the synthesis of chemicals. Aspirin inhibits the synthesis of chemicals known as the prostaglandin. It's known as the prostaglandin, which stimulates the aspirin, aspirin, which stimulates inflammation in tissues. Aspirin stimulates when inflammation tissues. Inflammation of tissues. Inflammation of tissues and cause pain. And cause pain. And cause pain. Inflammation tissue and cause pain because of its why? Because of its blood clotting action. Blood clotting. So used in prevention of heart attack. So it is used as a prevention of heart attack. Prevention of heart attack. Prevention of heart attack. It is also used in prevention of heart attack, which is that aspirin, which stimulates that inflammation of tissues and causes pain because of its blood clotting actions. So it is used to prevention of heart attack. Okay, the next another narcotic analgesics. Narcotic means it is the addict. Narcotic. Narcotic analgesics. Analgesics. Example is here morphine, heroin, codeine. Morphine, heroin, codeine, heroin, codeine, etc. Okay, these all are here neurologically active drugs. These all are. Next, we have discussed with antimicrobials. 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 The antimicrobials is here is nothing but first one is the antibiotics. The antimicrobials is a many classification. First one is the antibiotics. First one is the antibiotics. These are chemicals synthesized from microbes. These are chemicals synthesized from microbes. Microbes, synthesized from microbes, and have either Sidal. Sidal means killing. Sidal, either Sidal. Sidal means killing effect. Sidal, killing effect. Killing effect. A static effect. Static means inhibiting. Inhibiting effect. Inhibiting effect. Static effect. Inhibiting effect of microbes. Of microbes. Of microbes. It's a very simple one. These are the chemicals synthesized from microbes. These are chemicals synthesized from microbes and either acidic effect or steric. A static inhibiting effect of microbes is called a antimicrobials or antibiotics. So these are classified antibiotics. First one is here bactericidal. Say two times bactericidal. Bactericidal means example penicillin, ampicillin, omaxillin, ofloxacin, and aminoglycosides, streptomycin. These are ours. Okay, first one penicillin. Penicillin. The penicillin is a narrow spectrum. Penicillin is a narrow spectrum. Narrow spectrum. Penicillin is a narrow spectrum. Ampicillin. Ampicillin. Ampicillin or amoxicillin. Amoxicillin. These are semi-synthetic modification of penicillin. Ampicillin, amoxicillin. Semi-synthetic modification of amoxicillin. Amoxicillin. Semi-synthetic modification of amoxicillin. Sorry, penicillin. Sorry. Semi-synthetic modification of penicillin. These are penicillin. Which are ampicillin and amoxicillin. Okay, next another one is there. Ofloxacin. Another one, ofloxacin. Ofloxacin. Ofloxacin is a broad spectrum. Ofloxacin is a broad spectrum. Broad spectrum. Ofloxacin is a broad spectrum. Ofloxacin is a broad spectrum. As well as another one spectrum is also there. Aminoglycosides, streptomycin. Aminoglycosides. That will be the streptomycin. 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 Okay, this is also broad spectrum. This is also broad spectrum. Narrow spectrum means it will kill only bacteria. Broad spectrum means it will kill all the microbes. That is it, the difference between broad and narrow. Okay, the next another one. Antiseptic. 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 Antiseptic, these are applied in the living tissues such as wounds, cuts, ulcers, these are and the diseased skin surfaces. Examples: fraction, sulfamazine, Dettol. These are we are using as a antiseptic. Okay, antiseptic. These are applied living tissues. These are applied living tissues. Living tissues. These are applied living tissues such as wounds. We are applied to wounds such as wounds, cuts, wounds, cuts, ulcers, etc. Okay, so that's we are using. What are that we are using? As an example, pithional, soaps, iodoform, iodine, then Dettol, furazines, sulfamazines, Dettol. These are we are using as a antiseptics. Next, disinfectants. Another one, disinfectants. Disinfectants. Disinfectants means these are applied to inanimate objects. These are applied to inanimate objects. Inanimate objects. So applied to inanimate objects such as floors, drainage systems. These are we are using SCM disinfectants. What are the disinfectants? Phenol, chlorine, SO2, phenol, chlorine, SO2. These are phenol, chlorine, SO2. These are we are using as a disinfectant. Okay. Next, anti-fertility drugs. These are now again one more time we will discuss for this bactericidal, penicillin, narrow spectrum, it will be one ampicillin, amoxicillin, semi-synthetic modification of penicillin. This also narrow spectrum and broad spectrum. Ofloxacin, broad spectrum. Aminoglycoside. This is streptomycin. It is also broad spectrum. Next another one is here antiseptic. These are applied to living tissues such as wounds, cuts, ulcers, etc. So we know that all these all things is here antiseptic. Disinfectant means it's a completely killed microorganisms. What are that? Phenols, chlorine, SO2, these all are like. Okay, now next. Anti-fertility drugs. Anti-fertility drugs. Anti-fertility drugs. These are linked to concept of family planning. These drugs leads to concept of family planning. Birth controls, a mixture of synthetic estrogen and progesterone derivatives. Example: norethindrone, synthetic estrogen, and the estrogen derivative is a combination of with proestrogen derivative, ethinyl, estradiol, novastrol, etc. Okay. So first antifertility drug is a controlling family planning drugs, controlling of birth, family planning drugs. What are the drugs? Are the first one? Norethindrone. Norethindrone. Synthetic estrogen. It's here. Norethindrone is a synthetic estrogen. Synthetic estrogen. Okay. Next is that antifertility drugs. We are using many drugs. These are all. Okay. Now we will discuss with chemicals in food. Now we have discussed with chemicals in food. Chemicals in food. Food is having what are the chemicals? What are the chemicals we are using in a food? First of all, it will artificial sweetening agent, cleansing agent, soaps, detergents. These are we are using in regulars daily. So first of all, what are the chemicals in foods? First one, food color. Food color also we are using a chemicals. Second one, flavors. Flavors also we are using. That sweetness. Sweetness also we are using here chemicals, and then emulsion, stabilizing, emulsions, stabilizing. These also we are using a food, sorry, chemicals, and another antioxidant. Antioxidants also using a foods. The next preservatives. Preservatives also we are using in the chemicals for food. The next another one, nutritional substance, vitamins and the minerals. Seventh one is here, vitamins and the minerals. We are using here chemicals in food, vitamins and minerals. Okay. These are we are using is here foods in chemicals. Now second one is here sweetening agent. Sweetening agent is here artificial sweetening agent. Artificial sweetening agent. Artificial sweetening agent. What are the artificial sweetening agent is there? So yeah, a lot of artificial sweetening agent is there. First of all, some of the sweetening agent only we will discuss here. First one, orthosulfobenzamide. That is called a saccharin. Saccharin. Orthosulfobenzamide. Orthosulfobenzamide is a saccharin. Okay, another anything? Aspartame. Aspartame. Aspartame is also aspartame. Aspartame. NutraSweet. NutraSweet. Name was aspartame. Another one, sucralose. Allidium. Sucralose. Sucralose and allidium. Misala. The allicane is the high potent sweetness. High potency sweetness allicane. Allicane is here high potential. High potence sweets. High potence sweets. Potence of sweet. Allicane. Allicane. Sucralose. Sucralose. Trichloro derivative of sucrose. Trichloro derivative of sucrose. Sucralose. The sucralose only we are using it nowadays the diabetics because of the diabetic patients we are using a sugars means they have a severe problems. So that's we want to like that means they are nowadays take as a sucralose. Sucralose is like a sugar taste and appearance everything, but it is not as a calorific value. It will not give the calorific value. So that's why they are using as a now. The sucralose is the alternate sugar of diabetic patient. Now food preservatives. Food preservatives. The preservative techniques is made for this. Like we have many of the foods we want to stock for many days, so that's why they are needing a food preservative system. What are the food preservative system is there? First one, what are the food preservative? One is a sodium benzoate, a common sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate is a common. Another one, sorbic acid. Sorbic acid. Another one, propionic acid. They are nowadays using as a food preservatives: sodium benzoate, sorbic acid, and propionic acid. Antioxidants. Now the antioxidants. We are using antioxidants. What are the antioxidants we are using? BHT. Antioxidants. The food preservative only. This is also food preservative. BHT and BHA. BHT means butyrate hydroxytoluene. BHA butyrate hydroxyaniline. This like. This is for BHT and BH. So because of oxidation means if the food will be spoiling. So in that antioxidants by using a prevention of oxidation. So that's why we are using as a food. Food in it will cannot decompose. It cannot decompose by using that antioxidant. Okay, now next soaps. Soaps. We know that the soaps. Soap means what? It is that fatty salts of fatty salts. Fatty salts is called a soap. Why we are using a soap? Soap is used as a cleansing agent. Cleansing agent. Cleansing agent. Now the soap we are using as a cleansing agent. Types of soap. Soap is here many types. So how we can prepare the soap? It's a very simple. That reaction is called a saponification reaction. Saponification. What is the saponification reaction? Is nothing but when fatty acids treated with sodium hydroxide, it gives soap, soap plus glycerol. Soap plus glycerol. Saponification reactions. Okay, types of soap. How many types of soaps are there? First one, toilet soap. Toilet soap. Two, transparent soap. Transparent soap. Three, medicinal soap. Medicinal soap. Fourth one, saving soap. Fifth one, laundry soap. Soaps is here. Five types. Toilet soap. How the toilet soaps are? Say better grade of fatty acid. Better grade of fatty acids. Better grade of fatty acids. We are using a soap. That soap is a toilet soap. Oh, no, that's all. Transparent soaps. Ethanol. Transparent soaps we are using ethanol as a solvent. Transparent soap we are using ethanol as a solvent. Some of the medicinal groups are contained. Medicinal groups. Medicinal means that's some of the medicines will contain medicinal values. Medicinal values added. That soap is called the medicinal soaps. Shaving soap. Rosin. Rosin and glycerin. And the glycerins are present. This type of soap is a saving soap. Laundry soap. Sodium rosinates. Sodium rosinates. It's contained the sodium rosinates and the borax, sodium carbonate, sodium silicate. These all are present in a soap. That soap is a laundry soap. Okay. Advantages. Soap's advantages and disadvantages. What are the advantages are there? Soaps are biodegradable. It's a cleansing agent. Therefore, do not pollute it. Disadvantages. Soaps do not work in hot water. Contains calcium and magnesium ions. Okay, next. Another one. Detergents. Because of soap having some problems. What are the problems? It will not working in that hot water. So that's why we are changing to another one, that is the detergents. Detergent is a synthetic detergents. Synthetic detergents. Synthetic detergents. Synthetic detergents. Alkyl benzene sulfonates. Alkyl benzene sulfonates is called a synthetic detergents. These are also called as a syndates. These are also called as a syndates. The degradation are classified in following three types. First one is a anionic detergent. anionic detergent. Second one is that cationic detergent. Another one, non-ionic detergent. Non-ionic detergent. Detergent is here three types. One is anionic detergent, cationic detergent, non-ionic detergent. What is meant by anionic detergent? What is meant by cationic detergent? What is meant by non-ionic detergent? First of all, long chain part will be that part is anion. Long chain part will be that anion. Another long chain part will be that anion. It's called here anion detergent. Example: Dudecyl benzene. Dudecyl benzene treated with sulfuric acid. It forms here sodium dudecyl benzene sulfate. Sorry, benzene sulfonate. Dudecyl benzene sulfonate it forms. The dudecyl benzene sulfonate furtherly treated with sodium hydroxide. It forms a sodium dudecyl benzene sulfonate. Now the listen please. Dudecyl benzene CH3 CH2 11 times. It's called a dudecyl in presence of benzene. Dudecyl. The dudecyl benzene 11 times. It treated with sulfuric acid. Now we are getting that dudecyl benzene sulfonate. Sulfonic acid. That sulfonic acid furtherly treated with sodium hydroxide. Now what happens? We are getting that sodium dudecyl benzene sulfonate. CH3 CH2 11 times SO3 Na. Sodium dudecyl benzene sulfonate. We are getting that. Now this is portion positive. This will be the anion. This is the long chain portion will be the anionic portion. So that's why it is called as a anionic detergent. It is mainly used in a toothpaste. This is mainly we are used as a toothpaste. Next, cationic detergent. The long chain portion will be the cations. That is called a cationic detergent. Example: cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. Cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. So that means CH3 CH2 15 times. 16 carbon cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. Cetyl trimethyl is having a CH3 CH3 CH3. Cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. This is called as a cationic detergent. It is used in a air conditioner. This is used for air conditioner. we are using SCA. This is for air conditioner. Because it is very costly, so that's why we are using SCA. This for air conditioner only. Okay, next, non-ionic detergents. Third one, non-ionic detergents. Non-ionic detergents is nothing but stearic acid. Stearic acid and treated with polyethylene glycol. Stearic acid when treated with polyethylene glycol. Stearic acid. Stearic acid CH3 CH2 16 times. COOH. This is called as stearic acid. Stearic acid. The stearic acid when treated with polyethylene glycol. CH2 CH2OH. That is polyethylene glycol. When treated with stearic acid, it replaces the H2O. We are getting that compound, CA1 compound. This is caused by a non-ionic detergent. Please listen. CH3, the non-ionic detergent. CH3, CH2, 16 times. COO, CH2, CH2, O, CH2O, N times, and the CH2, CH2, OH. This is called a non-ionic detergent. This detergent we are using as here both hot water and soft water. This detergent we are using as here. Now buffering. Himapriya, now buffering. Okay, this detergent we are using as a both. Where we are using a both hard water as well as soft water. We are using as a both hard water and soft water. Okay, disadvantage is this hydrocarbon chain. This hydrocarbon chain, what happen, will not decompose. This hydrocarbon chain that is not decomposed, so that's why it will then polluted in the environment. Okay, it is polluted in the environment. Very simple. This lesson they are asking about the 1 to 2 questions. It's a very simple lesson. It's not much more difficult. What are the things are there? That's only we have discussed with these lessons. Okay, very simple of lessons for in the chemistry in everyday life. Okay, so first of all, what we are discussing the medicines. The next, what are the types of medicines are there? Then day to life, what are the foods, and another one detergent. Only the three portions, three parts only is there. It will be that very easy to for you. Easily you will get one question from these two topics. Okay. Thank you. We will see you on next class.